Welcome back to our stream. We're just starting our last 16, uh, which is winners and losers. So the winners play the losers round, and Partab's from the losers side, Andy Lucas from the winners side. Should be a very entertaining game. Partab's quite attacking, and he's got a good fudge game. And Andy Lucas, I know he's a very good player. I don't really know him, but he's won the lag. So it's Andy Lucas to break, I think. Yeah. And he's made a ball. I think his preferable one would be yellows, but he's probably going to end up going on reds. I'll just show you from above view. So as you can see, reds look the easiest ones to go for, but his first one would have to be a long shot. So he's nominated reds and he's missed. So it's an open table in our rules. So once you nominate, if there's a ball gone down, which a yellow ball went down, if he nominated yellows, he'd be on yellows. But he's nominated reds, he didn't get one, and he didn't get one off the break, so it's an open table. So Partab's got his choice. And he's going for reds as well. And he's got his first one. We'll just move to our other view. And Andy Lucas has played a deliberate foul, which in our rules is allowed, and because he can hit both sides of at least one ball, it's he can't move the white. Or maybe, yeah, no, he can't. So obviously he's got a red in front of him. Just going to go off commentary for a few little minutes. Won't be long. So, welcome back, and JJ, I'll just your microphone's probably, if you swap it round the other way, it's probably going to be a little bit easier. Yeah, like that. And then let's get your microphone round there. There we go. Right, so I'm joined by JJ, owner of the club, and we've got Partab and Andy. So it should be
two very experienced players here.
Yeah. So obviously JJ is a good player himself, so you'll know a good shot and a bad shot.
Yeah, I've seen enough to know when it's okay.
Yeah. Well, Partab's on red, and there's a finish there, but I think it's a pretty difficult finish. I don't know about what you think. That top red.
There's not a lot of ways to land on it.
No, it looks a bit tough, doesn't it?
Tight, yeah.
Looks
but
tough.
He's got a shot here. You can go 2 cushions.
Yeah.
Swing around, probably hit the 3rd cushion, and then hopefully land the gap.
Yeah.
On the other side of the red.
It's a tough one.
Yeah, he's working out. He wants to go that side.
Yeah.
But he has to be close to the cushion. So there's some shot that's going to be if he pulls it off. That looks pretty good, to be honest, mate. He played that ish. It's always.
It was always going to be extremely tough, wasn't it?
It's an inch too hard or an inch too soft.
Yeah.
And somehow we always find the middle.
Always.
Like it can't be just easy.
It's a tough one.
Because the white's so close to the cush, he might have to play a little bit of swerve here. I think that's what he wants to do. Just bend the white a little bit, just to straighten the red up, and see if the red can go off off the jaw. It might get potted.
Looks a little tough one. There we go. It's better.
The white moved as soon as he struck it to the right, and the side never grabbed to bring it back. So yeah.
Do you think he'll fudge him?
He's going to play the right shot. He's not going to take chances with Partab because he knows every frame he has to take. So
and Partab's come through the loser side.
Yeah, who did he lose again? Do you know?
Offhand, I couldn't honestly say.
I'll see if I can find it quickly. Oh, my phone's died.
I think we're all in the same boat. Oh, there we are. I got our number 3 here. Jimmy is just sorting it out. He won his first match.
If you highlight Partab's name, it will show all these matches.
Ah, Ray.
Oh, Ray Stewart, guy from Scotland.
Yeah, Ray's played well this week.
So, on back to this finish. Problem with the yellow ball at the top of the table as we look at it. It's a good place to play snooker, to be honest, and I think that's probably what he's going to do now because there's not many ways to get out of it.
I think he'll come
Yeah.
to 2 or 3 cushions. I don't think it's too hard to get out of. I think it's hard for his white not to go in off.
Yes.
He's looking maybe deliberate, but a bit dicey. And the black's in a good position really to do a deliberate if you wanted to.
You mean play the yellow onto the red?
Yes, if you can hit it just right. But it's a very delicate shot.
I've been playing black ball for so long now.
You forget.
I don't even see that shot.
Yeah.
But yeah,
with the black being in that position.
Actually, not a bad shot if he can keep the white below the black as well.
The thing is, you really want to push the red further in.
Yeah, you have
You
to
don't.
sort of overcut the yellow to do that. That's the thing.
Very difficult.
No, it's not straightforward. This.
I mean, he's second favourite at the moment, Partab, but one good shot, he could be favourite.
To be honest, the way these balls are lying, he's probably better option actually to try and hit the red, because he can go off 2 cushions again.
Yeah, so bottom left
Yeah,
to the bottom, and then up top right, and
because if he hits it, it's not easy for.
he's played a lovely shot.
He played that okay, actually.
Yeah, he's played a beautiful shot. To be honest, that's as good as he could hope for. He couldn't hope for any, because the red would have dropped.
But now we've
It's a
got 2
brilliant
shots,
shot.
2 shots carry.
Yeah, and he can get black and red out.
So he needs to try and lie and get to that cushion where the red is, to play a 2-way shot basically. Kiss the yellow out and kiss the black out in the same shot.
And leave himself on a shot.
Leave himself on the shot, yeah. So he wants to back double the yellow to the bottom pocket, so it's close to the pocket to carry on with the visit.
Yes, that is definitely.
So let's see how he's going to do that then. Because this top ball, I don't think he wants to leave that for last, because it's very hard to get position onto it. So yeah, looks like he's maybe going for it now to get onto this yellow.
He's played that nicely. He is probably going to do it now, but not sure he can get his black out as well and get the yellow out. So he's going to have to trust himself probably on his last shot to get onto the black.
Yeah, he played that double. So, well,
Snooker.
Snooker opportunity for him
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
So he needs to get this white close to the top cushion now.
But the thing is, with obviously world rules, you don't have to get out to the snooker.
No.
Even if he gets him in a snooker, you don't. That wasn't a great shot.
I think he's a bit fortunate because he can still pot the ball. But he's going to come off the cush here, try and land a snooker.
That's a shot.
But it's not it's not the easiest, because you have to hit the cushion after contact. So he can't hit the cushion first, then the ball.
And he doesn't want to hit the first yellow,
No.
because then obviously he's just going to leave a dolly finish.
He played that well.
Yeah, did he hit a cush?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if he hits his red, he's won the frame. As long as you don't hit the black first.
Yeah, he'll have to go for this. There's no point in playing the yellow down. He just gives him another opportunity.
Shot. Yeah,
Awesome.
Yeah, great shot.
He landed well as well, so he's got a shot to the middle pocket.
Or top. Middle.
Middle, yeah.
Yeah, middle, yeah. Middle. It's in. Well done. 1-0 to Partab. So it's been a good competition up to now. I think JJ fairly successful.
There's not been many grumbles, to be honest.
I've not heard anybody.
No.
Not one person.
We did.
The only thing they said was maybe where if they lose in the next round, if they've not lost in this round now, they're out with no money, which maybe is something to look at for next time.
But you know, I didn't take a decision on my own. I asked quite a few players, and they say as soon as I start messing with the money, it gives people ammunition to start dissecting everything. So leave the prize money as it is. I can change the format because they agree with that, because otherwise we would have only finished late Monday morning or something.
Ah, so there's reasons.
Yes.
Yeah, and obviously if you give the reasons, then
Yeah, so basically
everyone can understand it then. Yeah.
if we played double elimination to the last 8, it
Yeah.
would have added another 6 hours to the tournament. So then we're like 3 o'clock Monday morning.
And no one wants that.
No.
Nobody wants that,
And we
especially for yourselves, because
No, we don't want people doing deals and finals.
No.
We want the final to get played.
yeah,
So we want to finish at a sensible time. So at the moment the schedule is 11 o'clock start, last 8. Everyone who plays tomorrow is in the money. 3-hour sessions. So we'll start 11, 12, 1, 2. 2 o'clock will be the semis. And the final will start at 5. Hopefully for a 8 o'clock finish.
yeah.
Might be.
That's the plan.
Yeah. So I don't think sessions will take longer than 3 hours tomorrow. I can't see it. Everyone who's playing is playing to.
Well, it's gone a bit quicker today, hasn't it, than what you anticipated anyway?
Yeah, last night a couple of games took long. I think 4 hours was sort of the longest matches we had.
And it does happen it doesn't matter what Q sport you're playing.
It's just because the
you
balls.
They just don't
I
go,
don't know
do they,
if it's
sometimes?
because the second round we started last night. Before we started, we brushed and ironed all the tables. But then there was no time to do it again. So some tables just got brushed, not ironed, and some tables just got played straight on. So the cloth was a bit messy, and that probably slowed the games down.
Yeah,
Because the balls doesn't open up.
the same.
The
No,
same
as
on
obviously
the
if
break.
it's
So
if it's been ironed, yeah.
and if you've got two technical players playing each other and the balls are messy, nobody wants to take chances or lose a frame by going for a silly
And
shot.
they're very patient ones, aren't they?
And they are patient, so that's
They're not
why-
bothered how long it takes, as
No.
long as they win.
So that's why some games took about 4 hours.
Yeah.
But we've been on it today, and all the tables been brushed and ironed as much as possible. So the balls will open up better. Tables play quicker.
So the next one is in May.
24th to the 22nd of May.
So
we were planning a 128 man event, but we're probably gonna look at about 80 runners. It's a bank holiday weekend, so a lot of people are actually going away.
yeah, with the families. Yeah.
And it's like springtime starting in it, so people don't really want to be stuck in a pool all weekend on spring weekend. So I'm looking at we got about 68 entries at the moment. So I think we'll definitely get 80. So I might cap it at 80.
So they better be quick.
Yeah.
And it's £100 entry,
Yes, same.
double
as this.
elimination,
Yes.
live streamed, all over the
Live
world.
streamed. And if we got 80, we'll probably play double of them down to the last 16 again. If we got any more, it will be down to the last 32.
Yeah,
Because ours just take too long.
yeah. But the good thing with the double elimination is that if you don't lose, you don't have to play as many, so you're fresher.
No,
So
he only like Andy Lucas last night. He won his first game quite comfortably. It's 9-2, I believe, first round. Then he played a match this morning.
yeah,
He won that quite comfortably. And he only had one match after that. So this is like his third match for the day. Where Partab maybe have had 5 or 6 games. So there's a big difference.
I think there's pluses and minuses. I think if you just come off and you just played, that it's quite tough when you've gone through the loser side. But if you've had a bit of a break, which Partab has, you can freshen up a little bit.
You can.
It's when you're going straight on after,
Yeah,
it's a tough one if you've had a grueling last match. And I think if you, like, maybe your strengths or safety battles, it can take it out of you if you're coming off one and then into the next. It must be a real grind to...
Yeah, it's people say you have to be conditioned, to play long matches, but I think it's basically it's adrenaline in your body that forces you
Keeps you going.
to go on and keep going. So if you've got like a on switch button for adrenaline, it doesn't matter how many matches you play, you'll still be up for it.
Oh,
Because,
definitely. Yeah, because your adrenaline's
you know,
flowing.
when
It's when you start losing.
When
Yeah.
when your adrenaline's going, you can take it on anything in the world. But sometimes you just feel so flat. Doesn't matter
Good
what
shot.
you do. You could have been rested all day, but when you get to your match, there's just no focus or no adrenaline, nothing can keep
You're
you
empty.
going. Nothing can keep you going.
Yeah.
And you don't know why.
Everyone knows that feeling.
Yeah, it happens. And
I felt like that all weekend,
I don't
to be
know,
honest.
I don't know. I'm not sure why that is.
Good
It's,
shot again from Andy. Yeah.
It's a human body thing. Because sometimes I've had a big meal before a match, and I played unbelievable.
Good.
And then
After a big meal.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's just and I'm talking about when I entered like a competition, same type of format, like a 2 life competition. You got a top half and a bottom half. And I remember we had this big meal, and all the top boys were in this competition. And after that meal, I got rushed to go and play my first match, and something just clicked in place, and I never missed a ball for the next 5 hours. And I
Wow.
managed winning first and second in the tournament.
Which
And,
one was that?
There's one in South Africa we played.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
A couple
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah.
And then on another time, I won't be able to concentrate at all because I'll feel so full. I just had a big meal again. It's like, I shouldn't have eaten.
That's how I always feel. I
Yeah.
don't like eating before I play.
I know that's the
Ever.
norm, innit? But it's just
Yeah.
that day,
It just clicked.
it just clicked for some reason.
Yeah. But
And we
but
did have a big meal. I mean,
yeah.
so I don't know why that day is so different from any other day.
Yeah, but you're a mighty player when you're on form.
It is true.
When I played
but-
you, I remember playing you before, just as you were opening this club. Wow, you took a finish out, which was sensational. Pity that weren't streamed. I'm telling
I
you,
remember.
the finish you did was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. I've done ridiculous finishes. Yours was absolutely right up there.
I know.
It was
I
right.
still
It's when
remember
you
that.
want it streaming.
Yeah.
I mean, you did 2 daft doubles at unbelievable pace from impossible angles at the bottom of the table, back doubles, and then you did a double that had to go near the middle pocket to the top pocket. It was like just ridiculous, ridiculous. And I was playing for a tenner, and I didn't like it.
Yeah, that
So.
was weird.
Right, back to the game anyway. So it's 1-1. Andy, you know Andy Lucas, do you?
Yes, I know Andy a long time.
Yeah, and he's played these rules and plays black ball now, does he? Or does he all just play world rules? Or?
He's always been a top black ball player,
Yeah,
but he's so good he can play any rule set.
yeah, and he'd have started off at world rules. Everyone at one stage would have played
Probably.
world rules, wouldn't
Probably,
they?
but he'll
They'd have played in
probably
world
prefer-
championships and
He'd probably prefer black ball. Well,
Yeah,
he used
no,
to be a back
yeah.
toe player back in the day.
back toe.
back
Was that
toe, yeah.
was that black ball rules then? Yeah,
It's something similar, yeah.
yeah. He seems a very decent player.
Yeah, there's not much he can't do in the pool table. He probably plays with the cheapest cue ever. I think it's a proper rack cue, and there's not many people who can do what he can do with that cue.
Oh.
It's just unbelievable.
What with moving the white about?
Yeah, anything, his spotting ability, anything is like, you would think he'll play with like a 1,000-pound John Palace cue because he plays so well. But it's like, he's probably got it for a quid or something. It's just like
The car boot sale.
If you look at the cue, you think, how can you pot a ball? It's just unbelievable. But
Is it straight? Is it a straight cue? I presume it
even
must be
know.
straight.
I don't even know.
Probably what. I mean, it's having confidence in a cue, isn't it? Really, more than
Well,
if
yeah.
you trust your cue, because you have to trust your cue. You have to trust your chart. You have to trust your cue.
Yeah,
you have to trust the
trust
table.
something.
You know. That weren't. I'm not sure if that was a
But yeah,
great shot.
it's been a his cue has been a debate so many times that people can't believe he plays with the cue he does. But it's like when Mick Leal started out. He used to have this.
Oh,
cheap
we just give 2 shots away.
He used to have this cheap
Yeah.
nasty cue when he started playing, and he won a couple of world championships with it.
Oh,
And I think it's like a old. It was like an old Jimmy White cue from Argos or somewhere like that, you know.
yeah.
JD
Well, I've got
Sports.
one. I've got one.
That's the
Yeah.
paint started coming off on the butt. But
It works.
he was a machine. Well, he is still a machine.
Oh, good shot, Partab. That was a very good shot, but what does he do
But
now?
yeah, Partab's been around a very long time as well. He used to be, he used to win tour events back in the day.
He was what?
He used to win the tour events back in the day.
Oh,
On the
UK
on the IPA.
Yeah. UK Pool Tour.
Well, back then it was the IPA. It was
IPA.
Only IPA, yeah.
Oh, right. Oh, that was the
So-
professional body.
Yes, so we're talking about 2001, 2000.
I went around playing pool then.
And it used to be the World Rules Tour, basically. The only World Rules Tour.
And he was winning them then,
He definitely won one or two
Yeah.
events.
because
Before
Gareth
that,
Portsmickel and all
They
the
all-
the big boys that are now
They were all playing on it.
legends in the pool.
Yeah, yeah.
He's a nice guy as well, isn't he? Partab. I really like Partab. He's dead good fun.
Yeah, no, he played when all the top boys were in form, and he used to be a professional back then, and like I say, he used to win events. So he has to be a decent stick. He's not young anymore, but
He's still good.
he's still good.
And he was last year on the UK Pool Tour. I know he's not on this year. He's on the senior tour, but he's still a good stick. So what other events have you got coming up as Partab takes these out like a sniper? Oh, it's Andy. Is it this Andy? Oh, I thought it was Partab. Right, I'll change to the other view. That's why I got it mixed up. Yeah, so what other events have you got coming up you can publicise for people who might be interested?
First one's going to be the Masters Part 2,
Yeah, that's May.
22nd, 24th May.
Yeah.
Then the weekend after that, I believe it's the 30th to the 2nd of June, we've got the True Q Tom Amateur event.
What's that? True
It's a
Q.
black ball event.
Oh, yeah.
£130 a man event,
Oh,
and we're looking for 128 players in that as well.
yeah.
We probably as well gonna get minimum 64, probably 80.
Yeah.
You know, pool players always jump in the last minute. So, at the moment there's about 45 entries paid up. So, yeah.
You get at least 64.
Yeah, definitely 64 guaranteed.
Yeah.
So
I think
it's one of them.
64 is a good manageable
Yeah,
account, really,
you
isn't it?
know,
That?
used to be 32. I'm happy with 32, but with
Yeah.
the bigger entry money, bigger weekend events, 64 is perfect.
Because people will travel
Yeah,
for the prize money, won't they? Really?
yeah, of course. And there's £3,000 sponsored in that event as well. So
Is there?
there's an extra £3,000 on top of all the entry money.
Wow.
Um,
Is that by True Q?
Tom, I think Tom has sponsored it, or someone's a sponsor.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure. It's Stephen George he's the main guy on the tour. I'm just assisting him getting the entries and the money in. And then the next event after that is August. We got over 40s senior event, which is 40 years and older can enter.
That's Black Ball.
Black
obviously.
Ball.
Yeah.
And that is also £100 a man. Same as this,
Yeah.
basically. And then I believe in November we've got booked in Savanna Masters Part 3.
Oh,
So that will be a third Masters World Rules event for the year.
that'd be good.
Apart from that, we got the £1,000 a man series.
£1,000 a man.
£1,000 a
Wow.
man series, 5 events. Wayne Pinder is the man in charge. He's called it Savanna Elite. I'm not sure on the start date. Yeah, not much I can say about the event.
No. But £1,000 a man.
Yeah, £1,000 a man. It's £200.
Wow. Are you in it?
Event. Yes, I will play in it.
Oh,
I will play
did
in it.
you?
I will play in it.
Yeah.
It's basically, I believe there is a sponsorship on top of that as well.
Well, there should be for £1,000 a man. You should get good sponsors for that.
Plus, Wayne and Jason Neal is doing excellent Calcutta, where if there's any profit in that, they put that back into the event as well as prize fund.
Yeah.
Plus, it will be a proper streamed event by Tsunami Streaming, I think his company's called.
That's it, yeah.
And they are employing proper referees as well for the event.
If someone's entering £1,000 a man competition, it has to be.
Yeah,
it has to be proper, doesn't it? You can't not do it.
Like when we run events at the club, I stay away from dress codes and all of that because I want it sort of informal, you know.
Yeah.
I want people to enjoy themselves. But I know Wayne runs some big tournaments, so it will probably all the things will be ticked. I think dress code, all of that. It will be a proper showcase.
Well, it should be good for £1,000 a man. It should be.
If we get all the big names, there's definitely some big names who's
come forward.
Who showed interest in that.
Yeah.
But I need to actually speak to Wayne this week and see what's happening with that.
Good shot by Andy there to get on the black. One, I presume it goes past that yellow in the top right.
Yeah.
No, he's a proper player, isn't he, Andy?
Yeah, there's not many mistakes coming from him.
I've never seen him before. I'd heard his name, but that's probably when I've watched a bit of black ball on telly.
Okay.
Maybe seen his name here and there.
No, he's world champion, multiple world champion, I believe.
Is he?
Yeah.
What recent?
Recently won the worlds, I believe, in the IPA World Championships.
What, this recent one? Did
he
he win it?
I'm sure he won it. Or yeah, Gareth Hibbert won last year, and I'm sure Andy won this year.
Oh.
I'm sure, but in the back in the day, he's won quite a few World Championships in the Bapto and the Blackpool side. Because he's been playing for like 40 years, maybe.
Yeah, obviously if he's 50,
probably when
started when a kid.
Yeah, started when he was a kid, and he was good when he was a kid as well. So
I think sometimes if you've got a pool table somewhere in the background as a child, it doesn't half help.
Yes.
Like when I was young, it was just snooker, and my dad got me a snooker table but when I say snooker table, it was the smallest snooker table you've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved it, and it just got me hooked. Even though it was the smallest snooker table you've ever seen in your life for Christmas, and it just got me on snooker. And then I'd be about 17 when pool started coming out in the UK. Different rules, 10 pence a game in the pub, and you used to put 10 pence on the table, and that were your marker. And they used to have a pool ladder, and this is why I can't understand why others don't do it. They had a pool ladder, like if you had a pool ladder in your club, so you get T cards, and you can challenge someone 7 places above you. And if you beat them, you move up 7 places. And it's but to challenge that person above, you always had to. I can't remember how much it was, but I think it was £1, and something like that. it might have been 50p, whatever it were, or a drink. I can't even remember what you had to. Yeah, but to challenge them, you had to offer them something, and they had to accept it. And it was just like the biggest prize was to get to the top of there and stay there. So that's what it used to be like when I was young. And then
back then there was no Facebook.
Nothing.
So
yeah.
I think now people are so scared that their ego gets put down because everyone's lives on Facebook. So you see all these money matches going on, but some people just, they won't play unless they got someone else's money on it.
Yeah.
They won't play for what they've got. So let's say like me and you go and play now. You got a $5 in your pocket, so me and you got to play for a $5, And
it's got to be for everything.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but that's what I mean. We can play for a $5, and it's sort of, you could almost say it sort of stays between us. Where if I go and play someone at the club, they want everyone involved in that.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, it's got to be everybody. Yeah, you can't have a friendly game.
No. So let's say I go to Murphy's, for instance. I go and play Sepp Webb. So I want to go and play Sepp a game. People call it practice now, but let's say I'm gonna go play over there, and I'm gonna play him first to 10 for 100 quid. Before a ball is hit, there's at least 20 people who know about this already.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And they all want to jump on.
They all want to jump on it because they all want to see a quick way of making some easy money. They don't understand that it's
not
about the money.
No, it's about the practice and having something on it.
Exactly.
Yeah, putting an edge.
About
just having an edge.
About putting yourself your some of your own money online, and if you lose, you're going to come back next week and hopefully try again.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, because it's not a large amount.
Now.
Yeah. Is it bonkers now?
It's just silly, man.
Yeah.
It's just absolutely silly.
Yeah. Well,
a guy asked me if I'll play for money, and I said okay. He said okay. He'll get back to me. He's going to go and speak to his backers. I said, why do you want to speak to your backers?
Yeah.
Just if you want
to have a game for money, 20 quid, 100 quid, whatever.
Quid on you,
yeah.
Let's play for 30 quid.
Yeah, that's fair. That's how it should be.
Why do you want to go and get backing?
It's trying to make a big thing out of something, isn't it? And
exactly.
Easy money. Someone, like you said, trying to make easy money, but
back when there was no Facebook, we could go to clubs and go and ask random people if they want to play for money, and you'll play a £5 a frame or £10 a frame if you had a bit more money or whatever, and that was done. It wasn't big news,
Yeah.
Tomorrow,
and people having fun.
Tomorrow, nobody even knows about it. But now, it's like fucking newspapers are all over it.
I can't believe I honestly can't believe how much money is passed through. It's bonkers to me.
It is money. Where the money comes from?
I have no idea. Because I think playing for 20 grand, 30 grand, 10 grand, 5 grand, 2 grand. It's like it's just like.
And then when they win, they boast about it. They just won a 20 grand match. But they didn't put 20 grand on it.
No.
It's someone else's money.
And they're taking 20% or something.
It's like, you know what I mean? What's the point?
Well,
if you got money in your pocket and you want to play for money, play with your own money.
Well, that would be my way of doing it. I wouldn't want someone backing them. There'd be no chance,
If you wanna try and get a big name in the game, go win a big tournament.
Why not? That's the tough one.
Yeah.
Go and be a world champion. If you want to prove how good you are, be a world champion.
Exactly.
And that's the hardest one in the world to win, because there's only one winner.
It's like people call Mickey out and say, He's got no bottle. He won't play for money. Blah 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 blah. Why? Why should he? You know.
He's got nothing to prove to.
Exactly. And why?
He's proved he's the best player in the world.
And he's quite well
over
off.
and over.
He's
Yeah.
quite well off. Why would he want to try and make 20% of something?
There's no need to.
Exactly.
But it's fantastic. I love watching him play, to be honest. If he were here now, he'd be on stream. Anyway, let's get back to this. There's Andy Lucas, Partab Singh. Andy Lucas is playing fantastic. And I think Partab is going to need pretty much of a miracle.
Yeah, he needs a good break here, mate, to get back in it.
Sorry.
Well, I don't think he got one. Nothing's gone down.
I think Partab's really going to struggle in this match, to be honest with you. Andy Luke's different gravy at the moment. Like I said, I can't remember watching Andy before, but he certainly looks a pretty confident, devastating player.
Yeah, he's done it all before.
So who's your favourite to win it? Andy Lucas now? Or would it be Keith Brewer, or would it be anyone of a number in it?
People keep saying Dylan Leary.
Dylan, yeah.
I personally don't really know him, so I can't comment. People I know, Jason Twist and Andy Lucas, they both are still in the tournament. So they're probably my two picks.
Which two? Andy Lucas and
Jason.
Jason, yeah. But Jason has lost.
Is he completely out?
No, he'd lost one match. You know, he just played before and he played fantastic. But
yeah, that's what I mean.
He played
he's still in
Paul
the last
Taylor, and
16.
Paul weren't really on form. You know.
So they can both still get to the final.
So who's the chap Keith's playing now? I've seen him before, I think, but I don't know his name. Do you know him? The one with glasses on that next table just there. He's stood there. Just there. Chalking his cue. I don't know who he is. But he must be decent because he's got to this stage. Oh, Steve Dowell.
Dodell, yeah.
Must be a decent player.
Yeah, Andy is knocking all these days in.
Oh,
so
he's just doing it for fun, isn't he? He's like not missing.
Yeah, he's not putting a sweat up at all.
No. He's just playing a natural game, isn't it? You know, like just free flowing. With no fear, but Partab has to put some pressure on, doesn't he, really? Otherwise he's just going to get absolutely mashed up.
I'm not sure what he can do to prevent this, to be honest, mate.
No, because when someone's on form like he's on form,
I think this is a one-way street.
Yeah, I do.
Because
I think
if you don't get easy chances on the break, after the break, there's nothing you can do.
and they need to be at the moment when you're 5-1 down. You need easy chances, don't you? Because they're going to lose every time he comes. Like when he came to the table, then he played half a decent shot Partab, and he was left with no shot after that.
Yeah.
And but Andy's balls were all over the place.
Exactly.
You know, he couldn't fail really. So he needs a bit of luck as well, I think. So he's going to be first one to the table, Partab. So Andy, it's a nice break.
Well, to be honest, all these balls are on now.
Yeah.
He has to finish this.
There's nothing too difficult really, except maybe the top left-hand pocket.
It's just getting
maybe
the route right.
Which would you take first then? The one into the bottom right, or
The problem ball is the top right, that red. To land on that is the problem to get position. So
I mean, he could take the middle one, not maybe now, maybe take these two at the bottom, go for the one in the middle, but then he's going to have a bit of problem, because I'm thinking
I'll
the
leave
middle
this,
one to the top one,
yeah,
and then he can.
Yeah, he's gonna probably clear the top one first now, and then roll the one in the middle to try and get onto that bad ball.
Because they're all potable, it's just you can easily make a mistake at this.
Yeah, if you're careless, you're gonna.
You'd
not-
fancy your chances
not
on it,
land.
JJ. You'd love this chance, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it's just like I say, it's that ball I don't like, because there's a gap there, but you have to sort of
You have to be very
play
careful,
it
because
with the right speed, otherwise you can run into trouble. And if you have to cut the top pocket, there's those two balls, you can pot both of them, but if you kiss the red
the other red
by potting
at
the
the top,
red,
yeah.
you know what I mean, you can kiss that red into the yellows, and then it doesn't go.
You've got to be extremely careful
yeah,
now,
so
haven't
that's
you?
going to be a problem.
I think that's why he's taking his time, and to be honest, he needs to take his time.
Is the last day drawn automatically on the system? Not random. If you're on about that one in corner pocket, you want to come out real, play up, put a bit of check side on it, hit the two yellows, and you'll have one in the opposite corner.
We'll see how he does it. We're all guessing here, Jimmy.
But when you play that, you've got to play it with a bit of stunt, bring it up the table, one behind black.
Okay.
We'll see now what he does, because yeah,
I mean, if that one goes clean past it,
if it goes clean, it's alright.
then it's not too bad,
but
is
the
it?
problem then again is getting the white to land straight on it, because he's got this shot now. He can play probably the two reds, one in the middle, one to the corner, but it's the corner one that's going to cause the problem in this finish. So
And he's just
now
not
he
very
has-
good
he
that
has
now.
to drop it in now with loads of left hand spin to try and kill the white, to leave the white close to where the red is now. Then he has to roll the other one in with a load of side again to try and come behind the yellows or in front of the yellows with the white. So
I think this is really difficult now.
yeah, it's not straightforward.
And I think because he were 5-1 down, it's
just
just
easy.
making that,
It's worse, yeah.
and he's probably feeling the stress of the day now. You know, thinking this is an hard day now.
Now he's looking of coming across maybe twice, but
Yeah,
it's
It's
not
difficult, and it's easy to hit that first yellow, well, near the black spot. Oh, he's played it really well, really well.
Easy.
That's
a
as
good
well as he
shot.
could do.
That's a good shot.
Really
so now
well.
it's just avoiding kissing that red now. You just and don't go and lie on top of the yellows, so you can't play it.
Well, if he kisses the red, as long as it doesn't move much and it moves away from the cushion, it shouldn't be too bad, should it?
No,
You know,
it's all fractional stuff. You
Yeah.
have to,
and he's gonna
if the kiss is too full, it could go anyway. But now I don't know the angle on the we can't really see the angle he's got on that red, because he's looking of coming this side now with the white.
That's not a good idea. Well, I mean, if his white's going to be all over.
But maybe he's got no choice. You can't
Yeah.
really tell.
I mean, he's good enough to do it. It's just whether he does. You know, it's such a dodgy shot where his white's going now, and where it's going to land. Even if he gets it, his last red.
Dead
That was the best shot. That was a good shot.
He got lucky there, to be
Yeah.
honest. He got lucky.
Yeah, he's put his hand up. I thought he played it purposely that way,
No,
but obviously he put his hand up. He meant to come round, and
yeah, he wanted to come.
and he were nowhere near.
No.
Now this is looking a bit hard for Partab as well now. A lot of left hand side. Well played.
I need to go and do some work
Yeah,
quickly, mate.
no worries.
I'll be back.
Right, just come off for a little.
Yep, sorted, cheers. We've got new commentators today. Partab Singh against Andy Lucas. Andy Lucas currently 5-2 up in the race to 9. Last 16 of the Masters Tour at Savanna's. So this is Partab at the table. It's going to be a little bit close to that yellow. You might just be able to stun off the cushion, avoid the black and play the yellow to the middle, to the left middle as you look. Sorry, that was my partner's having a drink. I think he might take the double on here, so because he can stun the white into the middle of the table and leave himself on the black easier, rather than playing the yellow into the middle because the white's coming back across the table. So he might play the natural double. He's gone for the middle. He had the angle to drop it in. He's not hit it hard enough though. Oh, he's got 2. Yeah, he already had 2. So it's obviously world rules. So he had 1 shot remaining after he'd missed. He had 1 shot remaining after he'd missed that shot then. So he'd obviously had a visit remaining. So it's now 5-3 to Andy Lucas. German for no.
9.
Okay. Only once. I'm not sure who took that break then, but it's gone in off in the top bag. Partab. No, Andy Lucas had the break. Partab at the table. But it's world rules, so it's only 1 shot off the break. STFU. What colour do you think he'll take here, Justine? Catch that. Harris got away with that one. He's not really letting much. Obviously only one visit from the in off on the break. He's missed his shot, so he's not really left Andy with any sort of chance here, unless he can cut this one to the middle. No, just playing a safety. Keeping it tight. Don't want him to get one frame closer. He was 5-1 up Andy at one point. So Harris is Partab's coming back. So the colour of choice must have been decided because Andy played a yellow and Partab played a red. Unless it's still open table and they can play whatever they want. Open table, yeah, it's open table. So there's just a couple of safety exchanges.
I think they both want yellows there, do you?
She's got a voice. Yeah, yellows are the most open. Yeah, obviously he's got a cushion every shot, otherwise it's a foul. Spotted that.
It.
I don't think he wanted to do that.
Oh dear.
He just held his hands up like the world's against him. Now they're both on reds. There you go, Andy's on yellows now. Black could go close to the opposite middle here. If he would have potted it, it might have done. Pretty safe though, to be fair. He's on reds and he's got control of the table now. Andy being as tacky as he is though, I think he'll go for these. Just making whale noises. If Andy gives himself any sort of angle here to move the black, then he's got to do it as early as possible. Or if he feels confident of landing on it, to the opposite corner, the right corner. But knowing Andy, he's an absolute potting machine. His positioning's fantastic, as you can see from that shot. And his cube on control is ridiculous. Yeah, it is. So all these three yellows could go in the same pocket. Depends how he plays it. He's going to play the plant, and then after the plant, if it's still on for that pocket, he's going to play the same pocket again. He desperately didn't have a foul, so he's not got another shot remaining. So he's got an angle now to come across the table. It might just have kissed into that red though. He's just looking where that red's going to go now. And he's looking where the white's going to come off the red. So he's just in a little bit to look here. Off the yellow, off the red, and then the white's going to come across the table. You can see the angle he's looking at to kiss the red with the white. Let's just see how close he gets to positioning. It's definitely made the black, and it's absolutely perfect. That is ridiculous. He judged that cannon off the red, potted the ball and cannoned off the red And cannon off the cushions, cannon the black, to get the black out into perfect position. That's just ridiculous. Andy Lucas take a bow. I said Andy Lucas. Make you feel like you want to play him. Make you feel like you want to play him. Yeah, we'll fucking do it. I apologise for any swear words you might have heard there. One too many Guinness. I'm not singing. So it is a race tonight, so there's quite a bit of a distance to go in the match yet. Best of 17. Unlucky. You said unlucky. And then you do. Sorry, that was just a balloon going down behind me. There goes another one. Nothing. Table 1. His middle name's Can't. See what I said then? His middle name's Can't. His penny's dropped. Yeah, that one. That was on farm. I know, it's supposed to be, I know. Nobody's watching. About 10 people. From China. Good safety for Partab.